Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Right Away, bringing you guys a video talking about the Scorestreaks and the Exo Launchers within Advanced Warfare. If you guys are not familiar with Scorestreaks, it's basically like kill streaks, but each point that you get throughout the game, so if you capture a flag, if you get an assist, if you get a kill, it'll all add up to your next score streak. And it's pretty much like that, so if you're ready, guys, let's jump right into this. So anyway, the first score streak there is the UAV. The standard UAV, it's an unmanned aerial vehicle that shows enemies on the minimap. And you basically call it in, and you get to see all the enemies on the minimap. So that's really cool. The next one is the Orbital Care Package. It's basically from like a care package from each Call of Duty that we've seen. It's a care package called in from orbit containing a random score streak that has a chance of being the map streak. So each map that there is, most likely is going to have a map streak, kind of like from Ghost. Each map pack kind of had a map, or their own KEM, and that's pretty cool, so that's awesome. The next one is the Remote Turret. This is basically like the sentry gun of the game, a deployable manual controlled high-powered turret. Yeah, if you guys don't know what a sentry gun is, it's you just control a turret, and that's pretty much it. The next one is a Vulcan. It's a manually controlled burst of high-powered directed energy deployed from space. It's almost like the Predator missile of the game, but it's just like a big red energy beam just coming down from the sky, just shooting at an enemy and instantly killing him. So that's awesome. The next one is the Warbird, and it's a remotely piloted aerial attack vehicle. I believe this one is more like the stealth chopper of the game, if you guys are familiar with the stealth chopper from Black Ops 1 or MW3, Black Ops 2, something like that, or Ghost or whatever, kind of like the Helo pilot. So it's basically like that, or not the Helo pilot, the Battle Hunt. So yeah, it's basically like that. And you guys should be familiar with the Warbird. The next one is the Goliath. This thing looks freaking tankish, guys. A manually piloted suit of advanced armor with heavy weapons. I feel like this one will have its pros and cons. Pros, it will be really hard to take down because of all the armor that it has, so it'll probably take a lot of bullets, probably be a tank throughout the whole entire map, and it probably can also kill people really fast, so that's really all the pros that I have for it. The cons is that it's going to be really slow, so it's going to be really hard to maneuver around the map and get around and go see the enemies. So that's the pros and cons I feel this kill streak is going to have, but nonetheless still looks really beast. The last and final score streak is the Paladin, a manually controlled weapon system aborting an orbiting Paladin gunship. We have a gunship kill streak in Black Ops 1. It's basically like the chopper gunner, and you guys are familiar with the chopper gunner. You just go into like this gunship or chopper gunner thing, and you just shoot at all the enemies, have a really fun time just killing all the enemies. So that's really cool. So anyway, that's all the score streaks for this game. Let's move on to the Exo Launchers. So the first Exo Launcher is the frag. Everyone knows the frag. It's the standard grenade where you get to cook and just throw it, and hopefully you get to kill an enemy. So that's really cool. The next one is the stun grenade. We've been familiar with the stun grenade before. It's kind of a concussion and blinds, disorients, and slows enemies. And it can be manually detonated. So that's really cool. You can throw it and you can manually detonate it. You can detonate it whenever you want or whenever you feel like. So that's awesome. The next one is Explosive Drone, a proximity-triggered drone that tracks enemies and explosive when near them. That's really cool because if you throw it, it'll track where an enemy is near you or when something explodes near you. So that's really cool. It's something that can be like really defensive. If you're playing hardpoint and there's an enemy nearby, you just shoot that thing out, and you could probably protect your hardpoint. So that's awesome. The next one is the tracking drone. We've seen this in the trailer, and it's a piece of equipment that tracks and highlights enemy players. So in the trailer, we saw some guy using the Exo Cloak ability and some guy behind the wall. And the player shot it, and you get to see, it highlighted those two players. The one that was using the Exo Cloak, it highlighted in red, and the person behind the wall, it highlighted him in red. And that's awesome. This thing's going to be really beast, and I think a lot of people are going to be using that, so that's awesome. The next one is the Semtex. It's basically like the frag, but if you just throw it, it sticks to anything in its path, so that's a really standard thing. Everyone should know that. The next one is the Threat Grenade. Temporarily shows enemies through walls. So basically, if an enemy is behind a wall, temporarily show him, and yeah, it's awesome. If you want to be like really stealthy, if you want to be wary of your surroundings, this is really going to come in handy. The next one is the EMP grenade. We've all seen the EMP. It basically disables enemy equipment and Exo movements in this game. That's awesome. So if someone's using the Exo Cloak, you throw it, it'll basically just ruin his Exo Cloak. That's it. It'll just ruin it, and you'll be able to see him. Also, if someone's using some kind of equipment, it'll destroy that too. So this one's going to be really cool in this game, I feel. That's going to be awesome. The next one is the smoke grenade. Everyone knows the smoke grenade. It's kind of like the Willy Pete of the game. It just creates a smoke screen around the whole entire, not the whole entire map, but in your kind of area. So that's awesome. I guess if you want to be really stealthy. I thought this one was really cool. The next one is the variable grenade, and it's a grenade that cycles through stuns, EMP, threat, and smoke. So it can be any single one if it's just randomly, and you just throw it, and randomly can be any one of those things. So that's awesome. That's gonna be really fun to use. It's kind of like a dice. You never know what you're gonna get. The next one and the last one is the spike drone, a lethal thrown drone that returns on command. We saw this in the trailer. A guy shot it at an enemy and it killed him instantly, and then you get to pick it up again. So it's really cool. It could be a really quick and instant kill, and if you need one more kill, that'd be really cool. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video talking about the Scorestreaks and the Exo Launchers within Advanced Warfare. If you guys did, please click that like button, always helps. Subscribe for new, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. And I'm Raidaway, and I'm signing out.